هذا القرآن يوحدنا لطريق الخير يوجهنا الله تعالى أنزله ورسول الله معلمنا
وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور.
And conceal your speech or publicize it. Indeed, He is knowing of that within the breasts.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به. You hide your speech or you expose it. إنه عليم بذات الصدور. Indeed, He subhanahu wa ta'ala is well knowing of whatever is hidden within the chest. It is a psychological phenomenon that so there are two things about asirru. When a person hides something, there is conscious effort. We want to not tell people something, or either we whisper to someone only and we don't want other people to know what two people are talking. We talk in private. We share our thoughts or feelings in private and hiding from other people. That's one type of asir. And then there is another type of asir, according to ulama, that is in our subconscious, which our psychology and science tells us day in and out now, that our subconscious is much more vast, deep, and major part of our psychological being than our conscious mind. So subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what we are consciously hiding or keeping secret, either from people and within ourselves, within our chest, so we only know, nobody knows it, or we are sharing with some particular people, or, and I would say or, He also knows what we don't even know about our own selves, which is our subconscious, the desires, the motives, the unconscious or subconscious feelings, intentions to do things. Many a times it happens that people do things following a motive which is in their subconscious, and they don't know themselves what is the exact intention behind that action. They think they're doing certain task because, let's say, they want to please Allah, or they want to impress the boss, or whatever else. But in subconscious mind, the actual motive is something else, which we ourselves are not aware of, but Allah knows that as well. Subhanallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور. If we notice, in the beginning of the surah, we were being addressed directly. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ. So it was a direct address. And then came the ayat where it was third person. وَلِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِرَبِّهِمْ. So people who disbelieve. So the speech was in the third person. And now again, it comes to the second person, and it is basically for us to reflect. Asirru. Asir is basically to hide, to keep something secretive. And over here, if we see, it is an imperative, as if Allah Ta'ala is commanding them. It is as if it is a challenge, that hide it, keep it secret, or say it out loud. Most definitely, He is Alim. Alim is constantly knowledgeable, constantly informed of that which is within the chests. So it is basically whether you are whispering or loudly saying it, He knows even before it is said. He doesn't even need you to say it. He knows it all. In another place in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, we created the human being, and we know what his nafs whispers to him. We know the inner thoughts and whispers. So don't even think you can make it a secret and get away with it. Now here, it is basically that two things are being mentioned. One is jahar and the other is sir. Jahar is speaking in public loud enough, and sir is a secret. You exclude everyone else, and it is the kind of thing which I just keep in my heart and don't even say to anybody. He knows it. Innahu alimun bidati sudur. The meaning of sudur is, it is basically the plural of chest. And it is the place, chest is the place of emotional and spiritual deliberation. Generally, we talk about the brain, right? So, brain is basically for the functions. However, if we actually see, for feelings, we always associate it with the heart. It is the place you feel the pain. Now, coming back to the surah, if we notice the ayat before, there were so many ayat, around 5 to 6 ayah, which talked about the bad group of people. And then there was just one ayah of glad tidings. Whereas in the Quran, what is generally the pattern is that tabshir, glad tidings, is heavier over inzar, the warnings. But in this surah, if we remember, it is like a wake-up call. So the primary objective of this surah is the wake-up call. So the glad tidings are lesser and the warnings are more. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst the people who get the tabshir, the glad tidings. Ameen.
لا إله إلا الله